I'm doing.
Zombie meat.
Yeah.
This is happening.
I want zombie meat. Give me some.
I have one.
Give me that one. Douche, I heard you eat it. Thank
No, I
you.
can actually eat it.
Thank you, sir.
Sleep, mister.
Because I have to go out
Sleep.
there soon.
It's a bad idea. Sleep.
Oh, I got poisoned.
Sleep. It'll spawn monsters, but sleep.
That's a bad idea.
Oh,
I did it. We're doing it.
This is happening. Oh, the cactus grew.
Whoa,
Magic.
did it work?
Yeah, it did.
How? I don't understand.
The cactus grew.
That shouldn't work.
I watched the cactus grow one. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's just like, yeah, cacti.
Oh,
Actually, only cacti if it's multiple, right?
it also technically is cactuses. I'm
Really?
not able to explain that. Yep.
Is
they're
this
both-
scientifically?
It's linguistically correct.
Speak? It's linguistically.
Technically, it's wrong.
What would they say scientifically?
Okay. The thing is, so there's this is something stupid that I read somewhere. So there's basically two beliefs in language. One is that language is right in the way that it's used, and the other one is that language is right only if it's right.
I'd say the
cactus.
first, the latter one would be true.
Because cactus comes from the Latin word. The only way to make the plural of cactus is cacti, because that's how it is in Latin. The other one is, well, people say both, so they're both right.
Yeah, but to an extent, unless everybody starts saying both, then it's not. That's like bromance got put in the dictionary. But
Well, yeah, technically.
there's still, you can't just say everything that people say is a word, because then there's no. It's just there's no structure. And there's no point of having a dictionary, because technically you could spell it however you want to.
Yeah, well,
Which then
language
that
is
causes problems.
Language
is supposed to be a tool to help communication, not hinder it.
Yeah, I know, but I think that the important part of language is that, well, yeah, that it communicates. But I believe that the definition of words should be their connotative, not their denotative.
Yeah, I kind of believe a bit of both.
Just more so in general.
I understand bromance being put into the dictionary. It kind of makes sense. Everybody says it. Everybody knows what it means. Okay, that can go in the
So it should be
dictionary.
in a dictionary, because if you don't know English, you should be able to learn what that means.
Yeah, if every single person kind of knows what that is, or at least the majority of the population, and is used by quite a few people.
Yep. Yeah, then it can go in the dictionary.
Why did I get wood? I keep on to get coal.
Dictionary is like a teaching tool. It's
I'm just forgetful today.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, charcoal.
the point of a dictionary is to teach you words, so it should have words that are used.
Yeah. Well, it's also just to say what words are words and what words aren't words.
Yeah, and octopus?
Yeah.
Technically it's octopi. It's also octopuses.
Octopod?
Octopuses
just one?
is more correct. No. One octopus. Octopuses is actually more correct because it doesn't come from a Latin word, and so therefore there's no reason it should be octopi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't have a heritage in that word.
Honestly, it's not you can change words as much as you want.
Yeah, English does that all the time.
Yeah, English was created because it had so many different influences from different languages.
Although it's probably closest to German.
I thought no, it's closest to Latin.
No, for an English-speaking person, German is the easiest language to learn. I can't.
I think Latin's the easiest one to learn.
All I learned was French. No, Latin is ridiculously hard to learn.
Yes, for anyone, but
yeah.
it's still. I'm
how.
pretty sure no, because if you go into a dictionary, the majority of our words are Latin based.
Yeah.
Even though we were a Germanic tribe, our language was changed so much because we had a lot of history. England is actually pretty distinct, even though it's kind of not as distinguishable for someone who's Canadian.
Yeah. England's a cool place.
Yeah, it's be sick. They make good electronic music.
That is true. The States do too, but that's...
Canada does too.
Yeah, Dead Mouse. Although he's
Dead
technically
Mouse.
a DJ.
Who else? Have you ever heard Zed's Dead? He does dubstep. Well, they do dubstep. They're from Ontario, like a duo.
Yeah, I haven't heard him.
They're pretty good. Who else? I'm trying to think. There's quite a few Canadians. They're pretty sick.
Yeah, Canadians are awesome.
Yeah, we are pretty much the
People
best.
have done things in our country.
What?
Or people have done things in our country.
Yeah, I know.
Fairness for
I don't know. I don't think there's that many negatives about Canada. I wouldn't think. To foreigners. Foreigners don't seem to hate us.
No. Yeah, people kind of like Canada. A little bit less because sometimes Americans imitate us and our birds are...
Yeah, it's true. Like they try and act like
Canadians.
Canadian.
Our ideas.
Well, that's because they're saying they're Canadian, so they don't get shot.
But like in Canada, we've changed the way we do things.
Yeah, and some people connect us with U.S. because we're right next to them and we are trade partners with them. So they they bunch us together sometimes, I think. But there's some cool stuff about the States.
Yeah, no, I like the States. I like parts of the States.
Yeah, I don't like the hick parts of the States. Like, I like the South, like Southern cooking, like New Orleans and all that. And, like, Texas looks like it has really good fatty food, which is delicious.
Has delicious food.
Yeah, it has, like
Probably.
Like, U.S. has, like, drivers... Okay. Drive-ins... What is it? What's the show I'm thinking of? What?
Diners?
Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Yeah, that's the one. Like, those foods look delicious. We have some places like that.
Yeah, we do.
Do we have a show like that?
No, not that I know of. I like how that show, like here in Canada, it's on the Food Network, which is a Canadian channel, but it's an American show.
Yeah. Well, most of the shows on Food Network is...
Most of the shows on all our channels are.
Yeah.
And they're all, like...
Except for, like, CBC.
Yeah, but they have a requirement because of the government.
Well, yeah, like any Canadian channel has a certain requirement. I think there is some Canadian shows on those.
Yeah.
Or they have to either that or they're American shows with Canadian producers.
Yeah, maybe they have to have Canadians in them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, they don't necessarily even have to have Canadian content. They can just have Canadian producers or whatever, and like if they have enough, they can be considered Canadian. Like,
What's like Battlestar Galactica, or yeah, Battlestar Galactica has a couple Canadians on it.
Yeah, I think companies do it on purpose, like just so they can play it in Canada. Not that Canada is that big of a market, but an extra 32 million people who can possibly watch your stuff would be, I'm sure, accepted. It's like having another city that you can go to, like another super city.
Yeah.
In certain places.
I'd say that there'd be like 10 million people. Would be a pretty...
Yeah.
Or if like it was really popular in Canada.
Oh, I think TV is going to start going down. There's going to be a lot more YouTubes.
Less people are watching TV now than ever.
Yeah, and they'll start watching YouTube. Because YouTube's free, and the content's starting to get to the point where you can watch whatever you want, which has always been there, but it's starting to get to the point where it's just as good. And it's free, because they do it off of ad money. And the ads don't even bother you.
No, not really. A little bit, but it's not like...
Well, it's not like... Yeah, but you can understand. It's not like you're going to stop watching YouTube because you had an ad. It's way less than commercials.
Yeah, it's not like they start a petition to remove ads from YouTube.
And anyone can do it, too. It's a lot more free. You don't have to... You can go through a network, but you don't have to.
And stuff that started on YouTube that's gone to television.
Yeah, there has. Well, I know one thing. It's like what's it called? Friend Zone. It's like a small series. It didn't get that many views even, but they were going to like a meeting with a television place. But I'm not sure if it worked out or not. But still, even getting a meeting with a television place because you did a YouTube thing.
I have wheat.
What?
Face wheat. I made some.
You have wheat? Sweet. Get
I
me
have
some foods. I'm starved.
Starving. Theme of the show.
What?
Starvation. Theme.
Yeah.
It's our global theme.
Okay.
Episode will starve at least once.
We're getting some supplies. First little while is always just the tedious collection. Maybe we'll start getting other people too, like just like a few other people. I don't know.
How do I make bread?
What? How do you make bread?